Salah Elbakkoush is a Libyan political commentator and former advisor to the High Council of State. Great to have you on the programme. Explain to us, why is Egypt doing this, or may do this? Why does it want to send troops over its border into Libya?
Well, Egypt has two objectives, I think. One is to turn the attention of the population from the failed negotiations regarding the Ethiopian dam. And also, it wants to make sure that the Haftar project, even though Haftar may be off the scene, will survive for another day, so that Egypt can have influence at least over the east of Libya, if not all over Libya.
And do you think that this could mean a direct confrontation between Turkey and Egypt on Libyan soil?
Well, certainly the possibility is there if there are enough miscalculations on any of the parties. But I think the situation is so complicated that direct confrontation is probably not in the cards now, as much as a political solution is in the cards. You know that Egypt and Turkey both are allies of Washington. Turkey and Russia have other strategic interests, and Egypt cannot interfere and appear to be on the side of Russia against a NATO member, that's Turkey.
And Salah, how should Libya react? And I know you've mentioned this. Would there be any benefit for the GNA to actually leave the Arab League?
Well, I think the GNA has followed an appeasement track ever since it came into being in 2016, and it is time to show some resolve and act accordingly. I mean, you cannot have the Egyptian parliament declare that Egypt can interfere militarily, and that's that's exactly the definition of aggression by the General Assembly of the United Nations in its 1344 decision. So the GNA has to show its resolve and tell the people of Libya that it doesn't adopt an appeasement policy towards Egypt anymore after this shameless and direct threat to Libyan sovereignty.
And Egypt, it says CERT, well, it claims that is the red line, its red line, CERT. Why is that?
Well, as I said before, Egypt wants the Haftar project, and whatever that means, to survive for another day, and thinks that that project would not survive without having hegemony over the oil crescent. And CERT represents the front door for the oil crescent, so it wants to stop GNA before CERT if it can, but definitely doesn't want the GNA to get into the oil crescent, which will be now the complicated matter. I don't think Jafra and CERT are more complicated than that.
Salah Elbakkoush, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time and your analysis on Libya.